Hi everyone, thanks again for joining me on Sealed for Good. I hope you've subscribed. If you haven't, please remember to do so now. Today we're talking about how to treat green concrete. How do we treat green concrete? Well, firstly, what is green concrete? This is when you've got a freshly poured concrete slab. It sometimes is referred to even with screeds that people say are green, but it refers to the period where the concrete or screed isn't cured and it's going through that curing process. And while that's happening, green concrete obviously retains moisture. And so this is where we've got to ensure that the concrete surface is treated differently than how you would when it's cured and it might be aged for 60, 90 days or even longer. Now, green concrete often may have surface residues on top of it. So it's important to get any of those curing agents or residues that have been used in that phase cleaned off. If you're using your waterproofing system on an internal application where you've got green concrete, then ensure that you've got a breathable membrane. That's really important. So the primer should be breathable and also the membrane should be breathable. Now in the Gripset range, products like our Gripset 2P have got good breathability, but ensure that you have your surface cleaned and the primer can bond well to it. So surface preparation is the same. Primed, you detail, and then you apply your membrane. If you're using a membrane application externally, this is where the risks are a little higher, because if you've got sun beaming down onto the membrane surface and you've got retained moisture in that concrete slab, then what happens is you have the risk of that blistering phenomena. So in that situation outside, the concrete must have a way to cure besides evaporating top surface. So you might use a primer like the Gripset E60 or the P10, where you would put the primer down and it will be a moisture barrier, but you want to ensure you're not trapping the moisture in there. So if it's a Bondex slab, you've got no way but just to let it to age and cure properly. But if the moisture can escape from the bottom of the slab, you put a primer on the top surface of that concrete slab, like the E60, and then you can proceed to put the membrane of choice on top. That'll prevent the blistering phenomena. If any doubt at all, you should always refer to an engineer on site or a consulting engineer to ensure that you're not going over the concrete when it's too fresh, because there are other issues, and sometimes that is when concrete is designed to crack, and you must ensure you've got a membrane that can handle that. Green concrete should be treated very differently than aged concrete, so always ask the questions first before you start. Measure twice, cut once, as the old saying goes. If you've got any questions, please push them through to the 1-800-650-435 or get hold of any of the technical team to get out on site to help you with your next project on a green concrete surface.